Hi, this is Human Experimentee Part 3. For those of you who don't know, a quick synopsis. Basically, I think that I'm a victim of human experimentation by method of implantation or by satellite weapons like direct energy and electronic harassment, or a combination of both. It all started 3 years ago. I was in a hospital. Upon being in the hospital, some strange things occurred where I heard my thoughts repeated back to me very slowly. I heard commentaries to my thoughts repeated back to me, as well as commentaries about whatever I was doing in my room, in a facility that was not supposed to have cameras in the room. This all took place over the course of 10 days. 14 days, actually, all in total. One of the things that these people have told me, basically, thus far, this has been going on for approximately 9 months with a break of 6 weeks. And prior to that break of 6 weeks, they told me that they would be back in 6 weeks. And in 6 weeks, they came back. These are different people in shifts, approximately 4 people. Sometimes one or two new people come in for one or two new comments, but they go on in shifts, rotated of anywhere between 8 to 12 hours. And it's 3 men and 1 female. Essentially, I've seen two of these people, at least. Definitely, I'm assured that I've seen two of these people at the hospital that I was in. And these individuals did. There's a possibility that these individuals could have been secondary or part-time or agency filled staff members, as opposed to regular full-time staff members. And I say that to say, that they basically came in from other places, to do this, to follow me, to do this. I don't know any big trade secrets. I'm not a government agency or a government agent or anything like that. I'm just a regular person. And again, that's why I say I'm experimenting. Some of the things that lets me know that this is not me. These are not my thoughts or my own mind. It's not a chemical imbalance in me. It's not like it's the same comments stated over and over again. It's not like it's a barrage of people, a room full of chatter, like being on a bus or in a restaurant. It's essentially conversational. If I let it go there, it's conversational, with nasty comments being stated to me all the time, commentaries on whatever I'm doing, statements of whatever my thoughts are, responses to whatever my thoughts are. It's telling me things about dreams, things about not dreams, but things about memories, things I experienced, like when she was this age, she did this. When she was that age, she did that. This person used to think this of her. This person said this about her. She did this, she did that. And it would analyze it to make me feel guilty or make me feel bad or make me feel a way about something and make me almost flash back to it. Some of the things that they've said to me is, we've seen everything. We've seen your whole entire life. They claim that they've been monitoring me since I was a small child, which I doubt. But we've seen your whole entire life. We see it. We've seen it. We just want to see what you recall and what you remember. A lot of what they're doing, it seems like it's for the purpose of getting me to remember things, getting me to do things. When this all first started, they told me to read, read, read. I was afraid to read. I eventually started reading. I guess the reading helped them out. As this is finishing, or not finishing, but as it's been going on for 6 months, they're telling me to stop reading. I'm getting headaches now. Before, they were telling me to stop reading. I was fine. I was able to read. Just recently, in the last month or so, this has been going on. I've been getting these headaches, these burning sensations on the left side of my brain or my head, where if I'm reading for more than 20 minutes, maybe half hour, the burning sensation comes, which has me worried on top of other things that I've experienced. One of the things that lets me know as well is that this is not me is the words, and I might have mentioned this in two, but the words spectrometer and attenuation, both of these words basically refer to measuring and analyzing and viewing EMF or radio waves or satellite waves and things like that. These words I never saw before, had never had any knowledge of them, never seen them, came across them, have no reason for them being in my mind. They just kind of popped up into my head. When I researched them, I found out what they meant. A spectrometer or a spectrum analyzer is used, like I said, to monitor, view, and measure radio waves. Attenuation has to do with radio waves as well, how signals get through. And they just popped up into my head just, a couple of months ago, about a month and a half ago, which kind of led me down the path or rabbit hole, if you will, of electronic harassment and satellite surveillance and things like that. Basically, I've been told everything more recently. I've been told things like, we're done, we're in, you need a lot of money, you had money, you still couldn't find us. You think that some little $200 meter is going to find us. Things like that. Things that also let me know that this is not me strange. Things that have occurred to let me know. They've also told me, well, we see everybody. We're in everybody's head. We can see everything that everybody does. Some of the strange things that have occurred. Some of the strange things that have occurred is some of the strange things that have occurred. Sorry, guys. I just had to kind of break for a second because someone came in. But some of the strange things that occurred when I was in one room of the house and I wasn't able to hear or see anything. And my house is, you hear everybody walking through and around and everything. You hear it clearly. Prior to my brother walking up the steps, they told me, oh, that's so-and-so. And then a second or two passed, and then I began to hear them walking up the steps. Another time, another family member was in the room, and I didn't even know that person was up. And they said to me, that's whoever, that's so-and-so, and then they coughed, and I heard them. Another time, someone else was here, and they were doing their hair. I was doing that person's hair as well, and they basically said to me, I had taken a break. I had gotten up to go use the bathroom, taken a break, and before I came back, they were saying to me, oh, well, they're finishing their hair anyway. And when I got back into the room, living room, sure enough, that person was finishing their hair. I don't know if those are just coincidences, probably. I don't know, I don't know what to make of those particular things. Basically, again, I'm being told we're mapping, we're done, we're in. There's nothing that can be found. I've been told that we were in your spine. Everything from you eat too much. That's why they can't find anything. There's an implant in everyone. They just don't know about it. They just don't hear us. Only horrible people hear us. All these different types of things I'm hearing, and I've heard and been told. I've been chronicling it in other videos, and you can look at the other videos and see what you make of it. But again, I'm basically asking for help from anyone who has information on any of this stuff as far as how to detect it, how to stop it. Again, I had an MRI done, I had a CT scan done. They came up with nothing. They did find one thing that looked a little bit off, and they basically told me it was polyps, and left it at that. I haven't had it looked into thoroughly. That's my next step, to have it looked into more thoroughly. And basically, I'm looking for help. I'm looking for assistance. This is a difficult task. I know there's a lot of other people. I've come to learn that there are a lot of other people out there who feel the same thing, that they're looking for help on some level as well. Any help or assistance that can be given to any of us is great, because no matter what anyone has done or hasn't done, no matter what their financial status is, no matter what their social standing is, this shouldn't be done to anyone. No one has the right to determine or distinguish who should be a guinea pig and who shouldn't be a guinea pig. I have a life that I'm trying to pursue. I have children, and it's not right. So any assistance that can be given, it'll be great. I'm doing this basically to regain my life. I'm no longer depressed, and haven't been depressed in 2 years, in about a year and a half maybe. And this is something that's become a hindrance for me. It's become a serious hindrance. So I need any help, any resources, anything new, basically, as to how to detect whether it's satellite surveillance, radio waves that are undetectable, any information on body signals, body wave, basically brain signals and EMFs, ELF waves, on how to detect them, on low signals emitted from like neuroprostheses or any type of medical devices, how to detect those would be excellent. I have gotten to the point where it's difficult for me to read for, like I said, prolonged periods of time. And any research that anyone can do for me would be great. I have people working on it as well, but I kind of am of the thinking of, you know what, everyone deserves life and everyone has a right to their life. That's what this country was built on and founded on, and that's what it should be.